Have you ever noticed how some arguments with your partner or your team blow up way bigger than they should? Odds are that it's not about the dishes or the budget or the meeting agenda. It's about core values. Research out of the positive psychology world shows us that when we know and live by our core values, our brains get a boost of coherence and alignment. The translation here is less internal conflict, more purpose. People who identify and act on their values report higher well-being, stronger resilience, deeper fulfillment. Why? Because values are like your brain's GPS. When you move in alignment, stress drops, satisfaction rises, and your sense of this is the right life gets stronger. So here's where the rubber meets the road. When core values clash in relationships, tiny sparks can ignite full-on wildfires. If one partner values freedom and the other values security, even a decision like where to go on vacation can turn into a violent war. It's not the hotel or the camping spot, it's freedom versus safety. And when values feel threatened, the brain reads it as an identity threat, not just a disagreement. So how do you work through that? First, name it. Ask, what value of mine is feeling stepped on right now? Now here you have to have the self-awareness to know what your values are and what living them looks like. So what's the value? How do you define it? And what behaviors demonstrate it in action? So that's naming it. Next, share it. Not as an attack, but as an insight. I value security, and when we wing it, I feel unsafe. That is clearly articulating your value and how the behavior currently is encroaching on it. And then bridge it. Try to explore overlaps. I hear your value of freedom. How can we plan a trip that lets you feel free but gives me enough security to relax? It's not about winning the fight. It's about respecting the compass that each person carries. So most importantly here, you have to know your values and live them daily. And then when conflict arises, whether at home or at work, take the time to pause and ask, is this about the surface issue or is this really a values clash? Naming it often shrinks the problem back down to size and makes it manageable. Core values aren't just words on a wall. They're the difference between a life that feels scattered and one that feels centered, between constant blow-ups and a partnership that grows stronger. So a question, do you know your core values? And now, does your partner know them? See you tomorrow.